Frightmaxx. It's Slasher Steve, and before we go any further, did you know that 95% of our viewers are not subscribed to the channel? What are you thinking? Make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, and like below, or else I'm gonna come through and slash you up. Now, we are here tonight at Talon Falls Haunted House in Hayride, just outside Paducah, Kentucky. And we're gonna have all kinds of fun. So come with me and King's Demon as we conjure up exclusive backstage interviews and content. So King's Demon, let's get this thing started.
All right, Frightmaxx, we're here at Talon Falls in Melber, Kentucky. Today we're gonna bring you a showcase and it's gonna be outstanding, okay? We're gonna take you backstage. We're gonna do some interviews with some scare actors. We're gonna bring you the wardrobe designer. We're also gonna bring you some interviews with some guests tonight out in the midway and on the haunts. So let's go, let's get ready. Slasher Steve is out here somewhere with me, and we're about to make this showcase happen. All right, Frightmaxx, I am here with Dustin. He plays Boogie here at the Talon Falls Screen Park. Tell me, Boogie, how long have you been a scare actor here at Talon Falls?
I have been working here since I was 14, so that'd be about 11 years.
Okay, 11 years. What keeps you coming back every year?
Always the interaction with the fans. Okay. Always. The scares, the adrenaline rush, always. So favorite time of the year.
Okay, so while you out there scaring fans, what's your favorite scare tactic to use?
Absolutely misdirection. Houdini, baby. Look one way, hit the other.
I heard that. So, what's your biggest challenge?
Biggest challenge? Keeping this face on. I am a very sweaty boy, and all I do is run all night. And the first thing that always comes off is my chin.
I heard that, man. So tell us, just a personal story. When you're sitting here behind the scenes, getting ready and things like that right there, tell us one of your favorite behind the scenes stories.
Oh my God, I have so many. Probably one of the first times that we ever played hide and go seek out here. We have little bonfires and like all mess around backstage while we can like be a little family like we always are. First time we ever played hide and go seek, I got lost and I was lost out here for almost 3 hours. My phone died. I didn't know where I was at. It was dark, no flashlight. I was just hidden in the crypt somewhere.
Well, I'll tell you, that's quite a story. So, well, Boogie, I can't wait to get out there.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait to see you out there. So, I am looking, have you seen my partner, Slasher Steve? I am looking for him, and I do not see him.
I have not seen him, but hey, you know what? I'm sure we can find you.
All right, then. Well, Frightmaxx, there you have it. Boogie.
Frightmaxx. Look, I have no idea what you're doing, King's Demon, but I have stumbled out on the Hayride right now, and I'm with a group of people that are about to go out into the darkness. Are you guys ready? Are you guys excited to be here for Talon Falls? All right, they are pumped up. They are ready to go. Now, unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to go out there with you guys. I know, but honestly, I have no idea that if y'all are coming back and if you're gonna survive this, and I've got a lot more to achieve in life. So y'all go out there and have fun. Frightmaxx, we'll check back with them a little bit later on, all right? Cut back to you, King's Demon. What are you doing? I'm out here and I'm having all this fun with these hay rides and looking at all these demons out here on the midway. Kind of looks like it's your spot, but you're MIA. Anyways, I gotta go do more haunted house stuff.
All right, Frightmaxx. On my way out looking for Slasher Steve, I ran into Kai. Kai is one of the makeup artists here at Talon Falls. Tell me something, Kai. How long have you been a makeup artist here at Talon Falls?
I have been a makeup artist only this year. I've been doing it about 5 months now, but I've been at Talon Falls for a year now.
Okay. So what made you come back this year?
Just, it's a family environment. I really love it. It's like a home away from home.
Okay. So when you're putting this makeup on all of these actors, I think I heard a wardrobe, it was like 50 to 75, okay? How many makeup artists are there here to help you with that?
There's normally about 4 to 5, 5 on a good day, 4 at normal.
Okay, so what are the biggest challenges you have doing that?
Challenges is timing, because you get so into the makeup, you really want to be meticulous about how you're doing it, but we have a time limit to meet, and I think that's my biggest challenge, honestly.
Okay. So obviously when you get done putting on makeup, you like to go out and scare people, okay? Tell us about your stage name and tell us what your tactic is when you're scaring people.
So my stage name is Sissy, and just really a pop scare really does it for me, because you just jump out there and you hit them real hard, watch them scream, watch them run around, and you just pop back, and sometimes you can even pop back out and get them again, and it's just so rewarding. I really love it.
All right, well obviously you're multi-talented out here. So I got one more thing to ask you, okay? This is something personal I want you to tell us. What is your favorite behind the scenes story?
Oh man, there's so many here, but just recently I had a friend, his name's Boogie. He was in here last night. He was gobbling up cookies. We walk into the bathroom, we find a cookie in the toilet. And we asked Boogie, we said, "Where'd this come from?" He goes, "Me." So Boogie is the toilet cookie monster.
Was he eating the cookies? Did he have his character
the
on
whole
it?
do, man.
The toilet cookie monster. That's insane. Well, Kai, I'm so glad I ran into you. It's always good to get a perspective of one of the makeup artists at a massive haunted attraction such as Talon Falls. So thank you so much, okay?
Yes, sir, thank you.
I'm still headed out looking for Slasher Steve. I have no idea what he's doing, but I'm on the way, Slasher. Just hang tight.
right, King's Demon, like I said, I am still out here on the Midway, and we got another group of people that just got out of one of the haunted houses here at Talon Falls. How we doing tonight, everybody?
We're doing pretty good.
Yeah? Okay, we just got out of, I think this is the dead end haunted house here on Talon Falls, right?
The Talon Falls.
The Talon Falls one, okay. How was it? Was it?
It was good. It was awesome.
Yeah?
Scary.
It was scary?
Yes.
Okay.
They were screaming the entire time.
What was the scariest thing that was in there?
Kind of the clowns.
Clowns? Oh, I hate clowns.
No, there was a dude with the chainsaw. I didn't like that.
Okay.
I didn't see him.
Okay.
How'd you not see
I
him?
would say probably them screaming. Like,
Okay.
there was this one with like a screaming whistle, and that one was pretty scary.
Okay, all right. Let me ask you something. Have you been here before?
Yes.
I was like, okay.
Okay, so for the ones that have been here, how does it compare to other years?
It's still pretty scary.
I think
the one that like really is like a main thing that like sticks out is the werewolf one. The
Okay.
Beast.
I think it gets better every year. They're doing like a really good job of like making
you know what?
it better.
And they said, we interviewed the owner, and they said that is their goal, is to improve it every single year. So
Yeah, it's pretty good
that's
this year.
awesome. So here's the big thing. Would you recommend people in the area coming here this Halloween?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
FRIGHTMAXX, y'all heard it first. This is a group of people that just got out, more satisfied customers here at the Talon Falls Haunted House. If we could just do one thing, on the count of 3, can we yell into the camera, Talon Falls? All right. 1, 2, 3. Talon Falls!
Whatever, Slasher. I tell you what, I'm in here getting work in, so let me get started. All right, Frightmaxx, I am here with Mike. And Mike, tell us your stage name.
They call me Dr. Feelgood.
Dr. Feelgood. Dr. Feelgood, how long have you been here?
My 3rd year.
This is your 3rd year. So tell me, after your 1st year, what made you come back for your 2nd and 3rd year?
The excitement from scaring everyone.
What's your favorite scare tactic?
Charging the halls.
Oh, that does seem pretty scary. So, when you're out there performing that scare tactic, what is your biggest challenge?
The biggest challenge is the ones that are hard to scare. You have to figure out what gets them. Sometimes it's your frontal charge, sometimes it's coming up behind, sometimes it's popping out of the doorway when they just saw you in the other hall.
Ah, okay.
They're like, how'd he get over there? We move fast.
I bet you do. So tell me a personal story of yours. When you are back here getting dressed, you're behind the scenes, tell me your favorite behind the scenes story.
Favorite behind the scenes story. Well, I must admit, one of the favorite stories I have is when I would get all dressed up before other people knew I was ready, and I'd run down through there and scaring everybody as they were coming up for costumes.
So you'd be scaring your own?
I'm scaring the actors, yes.
Scare actors. That's something
They
else.
don't like my props.
I heard that. Well, Dr. Feelgood, thank you so much for interviewing with us. I can't wait to see you out there.
I guess you did.
All right, Frightmaxx. I'm about to go out and look for Slasher Steve myself.
All right, Frightmaxx. I came to the actors building looking for King's Demon. I thought he'd be back here. Usually he is, but he's nowhere to be found. But I did find somebody else. How are you doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Why don't you tell everybody who you are and what your role is here?
I'm Leilani Farron. I'm a co-owner and designer here at Talon Falls.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So co-owner. And I think you were telling me earlier it's your mom and dad that own the haunt?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes.
And they've owned that your entire life,
Yes,
huh?
started the year I was born.
Wow.
Yeah.
So first of all, tell me about that. How crazy is it growing up when your family owns a haunted house? It's got to be crazy, right?
Yes, definitely adventurous, spontaneous, everything you can imagine.
Yeah.
It's been wonderful, wonderful childhood.
Did you ever, like, you had to have had, like, birthday parties or something
Oh,
here.
yes.
You must have had your friends come out
Yes.
for, like, private events and stuff, right?
Definitely. I used to have slumber parties and bring my friends out here. They get freaked out and
Oh my
want to go
gosh.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I could only imagine. If one of my friends had like a really big pool, I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine, owning a haunted house like this. So that's really cool. So how long has, you said it was the year that you were born, but when was that? How long have you guys overseen Talon Falls?
We opened in October of 1999. I was born in August of 1999, so I was 2 months old. I was a baby bat the first year. So
Wow, so this is 25 years, right?
this will be 26 years.
26
Yes.
years. Wow. Wow, that's a long time. I'm sure the place has grown and evolved and
Yes,
throughout the
definitely.
years. I myself came here. I used to live just a few hours away in a place called Cape Girardeau, Missouri.
Yeah.
So not terribly far.
Right.
And you guys always had a display. It was like a hearse. that was inside of the mall in Cape.
Yep.
And every year we'd see it, and it was this big deal to get to come on out to the Paducah area and come see your hunt. So last time I was here was probably about 15 years ago, 16 years ago. So I'm really excited to be back, and so happy you guys, invited us in, opened up your doors.
Yeah,
this
thank
is
you
really
guys
great.
for coming.
Yeah, for sure. So tell me, what do you would you say your biggest challenge is with running such a massive scream park?
Probably just consistently coming up with new ideas. We change the theme every single year to keep everybody coming back to something new and interesting to experience. But we always come up with something and.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I could see that's a big challenge, especially, in this industry when so many different haunts are doing a lot of similar things, and to really distinguish yourself, which I have to give it to you, it definitely has. Talon Falls has its own identity. You know when you step on property, I'm somewhere else. I'm not at the run-of-the-mill haunted house that's going to give me the same experience. And I've had so much fun here tonight, and just as a guest in the past, and this is fantastic.
Awesome.
So, what helps you stay engaged and stay in it? What brings you back every single year?
And my whole life, and I plan on it being my life for the rest of my life, and I've never lost the passion for it. So.
Okay, well, don't.
Yeah.
Because so many of us want to come here, so don't. Would you say that it's always you've always been this passionate about it, or is it something that has just grown? Have you just grown into that passion?
I would say as a kid, it was more like it was fun to just get dressed up and act, and I was doing kid things growing up, and not so much focused on the business side of it. But growing up and getting older, I'm starting to focus more on the business side of things and working off season and. Yeah, that's kept me. Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Tell me, so there's so many different things. First of all, this property's massive. Do you know how many acres it is?
It's a little over 50 acres.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
50 acres. It's a big operation.
Yes.
And I know everybody hears about the Talon Falls at night, which is scary, but you also have a daytime event.
Right.
Tell us about that, because it's totally different. It's not scary.
No.
So tell us what it is and what can people expect when they come out.
It's basically more it leans towards families and kids. We have a pumpkin patch, a jumping pillow, bungee trampolines, all kinds of rides, a corn crib. And I run the concessions out there. I have Mama Pat's Bakery. And it's just more fall family friendly, but it's on the other side of the park and nothing scary or anything like that.
Yeah. And that's open every day of the week, or how does that?
It's just open Saturdays and Sundays.
Saturdays and Sundays. Okay. And there's no age limit to that, right?
No.
Infant all the way up to 100 plus, right?
Yes.
Everyone can come in. What I thought was unique. You have these pirate ships.
Yes.
That go out into the pond, and I've never seen that at a fall festival, so that's incredible.
Yeah.
So one thing that I've been asking lately of a lot of the different owners and stuff, and I'd love to hear your answer to this, because it's so unique with you growing up, with this. Can you tell me the first backstage story that comes to mind?
Probably all of Scream Team loves to see this video of me. I was a toddler. My mom dressed me like a bumblebee. She had me out here for the group photo that night. My mom was dressed as a vampire. My dad was taking a video, and I was running back and forth from my grandparents to my dad, and didn't recognize my mom, and I was just stopping and staring at her like, "Who are you?"
Oh, wow.
And,
okay.
So I would say that's probably first memory backstage that I have.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've always said a family that scares together stays together.
Yes,
I've
definitely.
always said that, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, finally, and I've heard people say that every second of the day we change, right? Every experience that we have changes us.
Right.
So tell me, how has Talon Falls changed you?
It's hard to say. I feel like Talon Falls is my entire personality in some ways. But as far as changing, I feel like it's helped me like with like growing and social skills, and it's also helped me get a creative outlet as well in the off season, and just the new people that come in every year and creating that family atmosphere out here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. So I want to thank you and your family for, you know, inviting us out, having us on property, and giving us all this access. You know, we know for sure you don't have to do any of this, and just to be show your hospitality has been top notch and phenomenal. So we want to thank you for that.
Yes.
All right, FRIGHTmaxx, I've come outside and I am now looking for Slasher Steve, and I do not see him anywhere. But while I'm out here, we're in the gift shop. So come on out here. Look at these gifts they got here from Talon Falls. A lot of creepy little gadgets and gizmos out here. So take a look around and tell me it is something that you like, and, you know, come down here and support these guys. Hey, FRIGHTmaxx, I'm here with the staff here in the gift shop now. So tell me, how's business doing today?
It's doing great.
Is it doing great?
Yeah.
All right. So tell me, what's y'all's most sold item in here?
Probably the Chainsaw Massacre hoodies.
The Chainsaw Massacre hoodies?
Yeah.
You sell a lot of those?
Yeah, a lot.
I tell you, you know, it ain't as cold this year around this time as it usually is. It's a little warm today for this weekend, but I'm sure the temperature will drop soon enough, and those hoodies will sell even more.
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
All right then. So how long have you been here in the gift shop?
This is only my like 4th night here in the gift shop. So,
Okay. How about you?
I have been here, I just work on Saturdays now, but I've been with Todd and Shell since the very beginning, since we started 26 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Are they amazing or what?
Wow. Let me guess, you're the one that has designed this gift shop, haven't you?
No.
Sure?
Oh, no. I'm not
okay.
worthy. The Farrons are the experts on that. And Leilani and Todd and Kathan and Shell, they're just phenomenal.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, ladies, for speaking with me.
Thank you.
And I'm having a good time in here, and hopefully we can get some more people in here and get some more of those fancy hoodies up there.
Absolutely.
All right.
Come back and see us. Thank you.
All right, FRIGHTmaxx, I don't know where Slasher Steve is, but I guess I'll go try to look for him again.
All right, FRIGHTmaxx, you've seen it. You've been with us all night long. I've been out with the crowd, interviewing them as they got out of the haunted house and off of the hayride. I still never caught King's demon, but that's okay. I hope he's got some frightening content for you as well. So, let's kick it over to King's demon and see what he's got to say.
Aye, FRIGHTmaxx, it's King's demon. And we have brought you the showcase of the Talon Falls Scream Park here in Melber, Kentucky. Now, we've taken you to the Hayride. We've taken you through the dead end haunted house. And let me tell you something, Carnival has got my fireball from hell's favorite scare. So definitely come out to Talon Falls and get on that Hayride. And the dead end haunted house, the biggest chainsaw I've ever seen, deadgum near scared me to hell. So, grab your friends, grab your brothers and sisters, bring them all here at Talon Falls. All right, Frightmaxx, we're gonna sign it off here at Talon Falls Scream Park in Melber, Kentucky. We've had a great time tonight. We brought you a lot of backstage interviews. I cannot express enough the great time that I've had here and the new friends that I have made. So, as always, take your frights to the max, because this is FRIGHTS!